Welcome to Back to School Night. My name is Jim Cartnal, and I wanted to take a few minutes of your EME presentation to talk with you tonight about Challenge Success. Challenge Success is a program through Stanford University's Department of Education. The description you'll see on the slide that you're looking at now. I encourage you to take a look at the hyperlink, which is right here, that takes you to the Challenge Success website, that describes in greater detail than I have time to tonight about the details of Challenge Success. Our involvement in Challenge Success is clear. We surveyed our students last year and found out, both in the 7-8 and the 9-12, that students were experiencing an increased sense of stress and anxiety. They believed that there was a declining climate of care about their experience, that they believed that they were just going through the motions of school and not really focused on learning, all with this idea to get the all-important grade, and that we believed it was time, as the two words of this program state, to challenge how we define success here in La Cañada. Our journey towards Challenge Success started when, as a leadership team, back in 2015-16, we read the book Overloaded and Underprepared. The quote that's right over here on the other side of this slide is from another book that's a part of the same body of literature called Doing School. And while Kevin is a Bay Area student who's probably now since long graduated high school, this could be stated by a student both at our 7-8 and 9-12. It in essence just describes the whole game of school, not really about learning, about important relationships, but it's about getting grades so you can go to college, so you can get a good life, and then be happy. I'm not sure that if you or I were to define success, we would define it in exactly those terms. However, our students, unfortunately, at an increasing rate, do. We have an implementation plan that's grown out of our survey of our students that calls for a couple of key ideas that are described on this particular slide. I think the most important of which is, on the one hand, we're continuing with our experience at Challenge Success into 7-8 and at 9-12, and we're taking that learning and bringing it to the elementary schools. So you'll see a lot more of me, parents, across the year as I host evening presentations, working with the faculty and you all, as well as the students, to bring some of those ideas of Challenge Success to our elementary schools. We had a great opening year of Challenge Success, and the information here outlines a couple of the big ideas. I want to talk about one. In October of 2016, we surveyed all 7-8 and all 9-12 students using this Stanford University's Challenge Success student survey, the outcome of which, again, I'll be sharing with you in installations across the year. But I wanted to talk about one particular point with you tonight. Our students reported at La Cañada High School that they get about an average of little over 6 hours of sleep per night. Stanford University's Sleep Institute says that adolescents need about 9.25 hours a night. So, while La Cañada High School students go to school for 9 months, sadly, they sleep for only 8. And I think that cumulative effect has worn our students down and has contributed to this increased sense of stress and anxiety among a variety of other things. And so part of our participation in Challenge Success is our direct and specific attempt to try and address some of the things that we have control over in the school setting, like perhaps a testing calendar, to analyze homework, to bring about a late start schedule. We're going to continue to send teams up to Stanford University to continue to learn from Challenge Success. And in future evening talks, I'll be sharing with you the outcomes of our I Wish campaign and showing you a profound and important student-made video about how students at La Cañada High School define success. Let me ask you to engage in a brief activity with your own children whenever you think it's appropriate. Take a moment and define success for yourself. If, like me, you define it probably in a very general sense about supporting the people that you love, working to the best of your potential, improving and learning across your life, being a good person. In none of those things was college, a GPA, fearing failure of not getting an A part of it. Ask your students how they define success. Good news would be some of them will recognize that it is these internal definitions that really matter and not the definition of one's GPA. I want to share with you a little bit about my own background, and most importantly, give you my contact information because I want to hear from you as we embark on this journey of bringing challenge success to our elementary schools together. I'll wrap up right now and let you go talk to the teachers, but encourage you at some point when you have a moment to check out these hyperlinks and learn a little bit more about challenge success. You'll be hearing from me shortly. Thank you, and enjoy back to school night.